What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Sun opposite Pluto. This is going to be very similar to if you have Sun square Pluto or Sun conjunct Pluto. Also, it's going to be similar to if you have Sun opposite Pluto in your draconic chart. So first, let's break down what the Sun is and what the Sun represents. The Sun is linked to the sign of Leo, and it rules over the 5th house. So the Sun has to deal with creativity. It has to deal with being a soldier, your courage, okay? Standing up. But it also has to deal with casual encounters. It has to deal with your talents, okay? The gifts that you have within inside of you. The Sun has to deal with what you're moving towards being in this lifetime. So Pluto is linked to Scorpio, and it rules over the 8th house in the natal birth chart. So Pluto has a lot to deal with: death, rebirth, transformation, crisis situations, inheritance, joint finances. It also has to deal with taxes and loans, along with taboo topics and things that people do not want to discuss or talk about. So this house and this sign has to deal with pulling back those layers, getting underneath the surface, getting to the depth of a situation or a circumstance. So let's jump into this right now, okay? Sun opposite Pluto natal. If you have this natally, this is going to create an intense struggle to safely express your strong ego. Being such a powerful, determined, and private person, you may go to the extreme length to ensure others see you as a perfect human being. Total control of yourself and all that is around you. So if you believe that you don't meet your own high standards or others think less of you, dissatisfaction can lead to negative behavior or crises and crisis situations. It is most often through interpersonal relationships that this struggle is fought. Starting as an internal battle, it often leads to conflict with others, self-sabotage, or some other destructive process. So off the rip, you already can notice that the Sun opposite Pluto is going to be struggling in this area, okay? These people can be very aggressive, but they can also be very influential in this lifetime. The Pluto theme of death and rebirth runs deep in your soul. You may have an intense fear of both death and rebirth, or failure and the process of change. Transformation is needed to perfect yourself or some creation which you see as an expression of your identity. Change and transformation will be a constant theme in your life. If your self-image, homework, or productivity at work is not perfect, then you must change in order to get better. Accepting change and imperfections is most important so you can evolve out of the darker side of this challenging aspect. So now this darker side can include stubbornness, denomination, manipulation, possessiveness, jealousy, and spying. So these people would do excellent as being private investigators. Anything that has to deal with pulling up information, digging deep, going underneath the surface, okay? Yes, these people can be possessive and have a jealous streak with inside of them. Yes, they can manipulate and even be stubborn. Now, these people, when it comes down to manipulation, these people were very much manipulated early on in life. And this is why they can also perfect this in this area. So you may experience this in yourself or through friends, family, and partners. Okay, so they can experience possessiveness, jealousy, spying, manipulation, denomination, or even stubbornness. Okay, within either the friendships that they hold, the family members that they have, or partners that they come across. So your strong need for deep understanding and truth are complemented by your talent for research and investigation, the uncovering of secrets, and sometimes occult or psychic abilities. So these people can dive completely deep into anything that has to deal with occult, alchemy, magic, okay? Psychic abilities they hold with inside of them. They possess these things inside of them. These assets are your tools for transformation to evolve to evolve out of the darkness of suspicion and mistrust, conflict and aggressiveness, or self-destructive through addictions. So these people can accumulate addictions. These people can be addicted to sex. They can be addicted to drugs. They can be addicted to eating. They can be addicted to a partner. That's real big with this placement. Not wanting to let go of horrible relationships, even dogmatic relationships. These people could continue to sit in these relationships. And the reason why is because when they give their all, these people are all in and they really want to see it work. So even when they come across these challenges in relationships, they will stick it out. Okay, they want to see it be what they want it to be. Okay, these people are very much controlling at times. They can be control freaks. So you may experience a major crisis in your life, which forces your hand to make major changes in your life. Even then, there will be more change in your life. Okay, these people will experience several different types of challenges, transformations to transform themselves into being a better version of their self. This is going to be a lifelong process because of an inner need to work hard and aim for perfection. At a certain evolutionary stage, you will reach a point of great satisfaction and comfort with your self-image and how you express your power. Okay, so these people, you have great potential to wield your power safely and productively, leading to influential positions of authority and leadership. You have a deep impact on others with the ability to heal through your deep insight. These women and men will experience abandonment, betrayal, and secrecy in their life while they are young. So growing up, these individuals, they did experience a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, along with secrets, betrayals, crisis situations, abandonment issues. Okay, these people do have the ability to be very influential once they come into their power. These people do clash with people that are in high positions. They will also clash with people that are in authority, especially early on in life. These people do not like being told what to do. If anything, these are the people that want to tell you what to do. They don't want to be told what to do. So on top of that, these people do have issues, okay, when it comes to their fathers. Okay, their fathers could have been very unavailable to them, had a very powerful persona, could have been someone that a lot of people respected in the hood, but he could have seemed like a little scary to the individual that has Sun opposite Pluto. Okay, their fathers could have been in and out of the home. Their father could have passed away early on in life. Okay, there is some kind of friction with the father, and it does take a toll on the individual that has Sun opposite Pluto. Okay, so uniting or merging with the other person is their obsession. They see themselves and others, especially the loved ones they love, as one and inseparable. These people have a hard time letting go of abusive, destructive relationships, because once they decide to be together, their bond and commitment is extremely strong. So don't get it twisted and don't get it fucked up. These people are the loyal type of people. These are the people that are ride or die for you. They're there for you. They care for you. They're devoted. Okay, they could put their all into a relationship. The partners that they come across, they could come across partners that are a little bit darker in nature than them. But with this aspect, this is going to be a bit of a mirroring to these individuals. So what you get out of a partner, if they're very destructive, if they're very violent, if they are very much verbally abusive, okay, these people, Sun opposite Pluto, they can hold and possess the same things with inside of them, even if they're not doing it at the very moment. They hold it in them too. Okay, they can be dogmatic. Okay, so just continuing where we left off, as if they made a vow to be with that person forever, even how hard the situation is. These people often love others more than they love themselves. Okay, so love is nice. Loving somebody else is beautiful. Okay, you have to love yourself first. If you do not love yourself first, it's impossible to give somebody else that love that you so much seek out. It's hard to give it to somebody else if you don't love yourself. So these people have to learn how to love on themselves, care for themselves. And this is not about being selfish. Okay, this is about being selfless. All right, you have to know, I love myself first, and then you will be able to fully give somebody the love that you want to give them. So their obsession of coming together with their special someone is the reason of their miseries and loss of self-respect. The cycle of abuse, betrayal, secrecy, and abandonment will continue unless they realize that they should value themselves first, which I just previously said. These people must be aware that they are individuals with a separate identity and should also concentrate on themselves. They should focus on a new hobby or activities like exercising, working, achieving their goals, or anything that will occupy their time and energy that have to do with their own lives. So these men and women should be aware, alert, and cautious that controlling the person to satisfy their own desires will just backfire on them. Okay, so listen, people that have Sun opposite Pluto, please do not seek out controlling your partners. Okay, if this is happening in a subconscious kind of way and you're not fully aware of this and thinking that this is what's going on, just take a little look. Just a little look closer, because these people have the tendency to try to dominate their partners, control their partners, even manipulate their partners to some degree. Okay, for some it may not be intentional, and some it will be intentional. People with Sun opposite Pluto in the natal chart must realize that if the other person values their relationship and truly loves them, that person is willing and will do everything for the Sun opposite Pluto person without having to manipulate every move. These people may have a complex and painful relationship with their fathers. Okay, we was talking about this earlier. It is believed that your father has been exposed to the shadow side of life. Something dark, domineering, and controlling about his presence. So your father will hold within inside of him this. And these people are very much linked to their fathers, whether the relationship is rocky, whether the relationship is not going well, whether they're on speaking terms or not. Okay, this is actually a spiritual bond that is being presented to the table with you and your father when he's gone and not around, dead and passed on. Okay, you can even feel this man's presence around you. These people feel this energy intensely. The deep scar that the Sun Pluto bears could also occur through death of the father or some uncontrollable fate. So the father has a powerful effect in the Sun Pluto person's life, and it is deeply affected by his presence or absence. Sun square Pluto is forced to face deeper human issues and confront the shadow aspect of existence. This aspect takes away the ego, forces the persons to develop inner strength, essentially becoming a stronger and more transformed person. On top of this, okay, these people could have been sexually molested. They could have been verbally abused. They could have been mentally abused. They could have been physically abused at some point in their life. These people can feel like that they are breaking down at some point in their life from traumatic events, from crisis situations. Okay, growing up, these children, they did not really know who they were. They were looking for validation outside of their selves. Okay, even though they don't like authority figures, these people do seek out being this way. These people want to call the shots. These people will call the shots. This is a powerful placement. On top of that, anybody that has it, this is a powerful placement. This is about taking back your power. If you have ever felt like you were helpless, hopeless, okay, and somebody took your power, this is about taking your power back. These people know how to put themselves in other people's shoes. Okay, they're very good people to talk to, even though they can be very brutally honest. Okay, so with this placement, people are either going to love them or hate them. Okay, because they give off that kind of energy. Even walking around in the world, just day to day, these are the type of people that they could come off like, oh man, he's cool or she's cool, she's friendly, she's nice. But they're also going to come off with a tone like, you better not play with them. You better not fuck with them. You know, it's something else about them. They are very much mysterious people. Anytime you see, okay, for example, Sun opposite Pluto, Sun square Pluto, Sun conjunct Pluto. Okay, this is going to give off a Scorpio vibe to your identity. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, these people are very cautious, suspicious. Okay, they are on the lookout for hidden motives, hidden agendas. Okay, they can very much think that people are up to shit. Okay, you have to remember these people were surrounded by betrayal, secrecy, abuse, being in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, a destructive relationship, a toxic friendship, a toxic big business ship. You know, all of these different type of things is things that went on and took place with these people. Okay, and then the icing on the cake is definitely going to be how they view their fathers. Okay, how they would have wanted the relationship with the father to have been. Okay, for some, your father passed away early, and for some, your father was still around, and he could have been in the home and then out the home. If he was in the home, okay, he could have been the one that was very bossy, and what he said goes. Okay, you didn't want to really play with him, and that's how that shit goes. But on top of that, these people, they do have a scientific kind of mind. Okay, they are very much into the human mind, psychology, being a therapist. This is why people can feel comfortable with speaking and discussing things with them. Okay, because these people can relate. Even if it's not the same exact situation that they went through, they can relate to an extent and understand what you're going through. Okay, these people also were exposed to the dark side of life very early on in life. Okay, these are the type of people that could have seen people selling drugs, doing drugs. Okay, people getting beat the fuck up, stabbed the fuck up, shot. Okay, somebody getting killed. These people could have seen this very early on in childhood. They have to learn how to balance absolutely have to learn how to balance out their darker nature and their light nature, okay, and bring balance to it. With the opposition, these people can be very extremely violent, or these people can be a little bit more dimmed down. But it's really going to be confusing because this can be very destructive. Okay, they can self-sabotage what they have been building up. Okay, they're working hard on a job and they're building this and building that, and when they don't see outcomes, things turn out to be the way that they thought it was going to be. They can tear that shit up, fuck that whole shit up, and then start all over. Okay, so listen. With this one, this is a deep placement, okay? These people do have deep scars. They do have trust issues. But it's okay because it's light at the end of the tunnel. And these people will become very influential. They can be the type of people that can gain a lot of wealth, accumulate a lot of wealth, become a very powerful person, even be rich, can possibly be famous. Okay, with this placement. So this is a dynamic placement. This is a powerful placement if you do have it. So I'm going to leave it on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will go into more depth into Sun opposite Pluto. So anybody that is interested in getting their chart analyzed, tarot card reading, or even taking the 8-week course, I do have a tarot card course also now. If anybody's interested and you want to learn how to read tarot cards, anybody that wants to learn how to analyze all the different birth charts, I do have these services available. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody on YouTube. I just want to say that the sale is now over because today is February 15th. So all the prices are back to its original price. Anybody that needs that, you can hit me up at 516-738-6042. Also, anybody that wants to donate to the channel, feel free to donate to the channel, okay? I will have the payment methods below, all right? If you need the services and the prices, it will be in the About section. I will also provide that for you in the link below, just so you can see what those prices are right now, okay? And this is what the prices are going to be until I do have another sale. I also do have a new deal going on, which is the new package deal. Anybody that gets 2 charts at the same time, they will also get an additional reading for free. So please jump on that, okay? So this has been a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you on the next one.